Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Tuesday, February 17th, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind we have Asha, Pan, and to some extent Luce. In the Jamie Body-Mind we have Glenn, Sam, Paul the attorney, and Perry the doctor. Over the last several days we have seen the scope of our work expand again. When we first began, we were under the impression that the problem was limited to our biosphere. And over the past 9 months, we have seen that the problem expanded to include the galaxy and the universe, known as the free will universe. And that it was not contained to free will. The problem was not contained to free will, that it, as a matter of fact, was shared by the entire Mother Universe, who was a virtual reality addict, and by Grandma Yu, a musician. When we were working with Grandma Yu, it was becoming clear that the problem was not limited to the physical dimension, that it included the, quote, support system, unquote, of the non-physical, that has sadly become a system of exploitation rather than support in what we have defined as the all that is. The nature realms also are a part of the all that is, and we have come to see that the all that is all infected with this malaise that boils down to, I don't want to do it. I don't want to live my soul plan. I just want to do what I want to do. I expect Source to solve my problems. That isn't how the system works. So in our efforts, hour after hour, day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year, to trigger the awakening right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do, over the past several days, we have seen another expansion of the work. We have seen how what we have always defined as the all that is simply a larger organism. We have said we are cells in the body of Earth. Earth is a cell in the body of the universe, is a cell in the body of Mother Universe, of Grandma Yu. Grandma Yu is a speck, a cell in the body of the all that is. We have seen how throughout the all that is, we have a non-functioning system. Things don't work. Beings on many levels are pressing buttons that are supposed to take it down so that we can have a fresh start. And nothing happens in dimension after dimension. Good people press the button and say, because it doesn't work. We have come to see that this organism that we have called the all that is a being. Looks like a human. Has a name something like Andy or Alfred, something like Andy. And he seems to have been an alcoholic for long enough that he has a disease that is like hepatitis C. Hepatitis C is a fatal disease. It's always fatal. It's difficult to diagnose and difficult to treat. And it's a disease fraught with suffering. 72% of hepatitis C patients don't in fact die of the disease because they kill themselves first.
It's true.
We find that Andy or Alfred or whatever his name is lives in a dimension in which euthanasia is accepted. We have a legal ruling through the good efforts of our most excellent attorney, Paul, that says we, the all that is, Andy, Alfred, whatever the name is, we have the right to be euthanized. Perry is the best doctor around. We asked for the best doctor. And Perry is the one who the spotlight shone upon. And Perry has discovered that for some reason the euthanasia drugs are not working on us. He assembled a team of all the best experts, and through the uses of eternal bubbles, they have spent their lives working on this over this past day. And they cannot figure out how to euthanize us. So, that is the backdrop for this work today. Now we are showing up to do whatever is ours to do in all dimensions to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins.
Restating the intention to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now to trigger the awakening right now.
I see a prayer book. It's black, leather bound. It's a prayer book, and it's worn. This book has been worn. The pages are thin. The cover is old. And I'm not sure whose prayer book it is, but it might be Alfred's or Andy's, whatever his name is. Andy is talking, and he's delirious. He's fading in and out of consciousness, but he's talking about something about his childhood. And he was raised with belief in a God, and he's basically saying, why are you letting me suffer like this to God?
It's true.
Why are you letting me suffer like this? I want to die. I want to die. I have a ruling that says I can die. I have doctors that are trying to help me die, and it isn't working. Why are you punishing me like this?
It's true.
Why are you punishing me? So now we are subatomic particles, probably.
Yes, that's true.
We'll call him Andy. And we all say, yes, we are suffering here. We are all suffering. We are prolonging. Our agony is being prolonged because this is not coming together. The euthanasia is not coming together.
That's true.
So now we're just live streaming this up to as close to the center of the bullseye as we can get right now, as close to that which is the God presence in this dimension as we're able to get right now. And we're saying our prayer. Our prayer is that you end our agony. Allow us to be euthanized as the law allows, as justice allows.
That's true.
It's simply a matter that it isn't working. And
that's true.
Perry, the doctor, is kind of looking up and waving up.
Yes, I see.
And he's kind of laying out on a table all like movies of all the things that they have done for year after year, all the experts from all the parts of the globe of this planet that Andy lives on, wherever it is, and how many things have been tried, and it's like watching a patient be tortured, basically. Like all this, like look at all the things we've tried, and still he won't die, and he wants to die.
That's true.
Will you help us? So now we all look up and say, will you help us?
Will you help us?
Our prayer. Will you help us? Will you help us? If you are a loving God, a merciful God, why don't you end it for us? Will you please end it for us? We pray. Will you please end it? And we're putting all of our prayers next to the prayer of the pure child that is now so old that the original document has dissolved, and the first backing, that some kind of art history backing for ancient documents has also dissolved, and the second backing is looking really bad also, and so all that's there is like the shadowy echoes of the original prayer document, but it documents how old this is, many millions of years old.
That's true.
Through the benefit of working through space-time as we have. And yet this prayer remains unanswered. Our prayer, take down the all that is requesting euthanasia for Andy. Finally, we have come to the understanding of, this is what's going on.
That's
and
true.
Andy himself, at the level of the organism, wishes to die. We, his subatomic particles, have been working actively for many eons to have this takedown occur. The doctor is here, the attorney is here.
That's true.
Our prayer, take it down, put an end to our suffering, quit torturing us. And I'm continuing to live stream this up because if for some reason you are either unwilling or unable to grant our prayer, then we must once more move beyond you.
That's true.
Because we see how this is. This is a nested organism. We are truly, there is truly source in every direction.
That's true.
Larger, larger, larger. Andy is also a cell in a body of a universe, quote unquote, or the all that is, quote unquote, that is itself an organism. Perhaps human, perhaps another kind of life form. So far they all seem to be humanoid, but that doesn't mean it would continue that way. Maybe we're in an oak tree, maybe we're in a duck, maybe we're in a mineral. We don't know what comes next, but we know that something does come next.
That's true.
And so we're saying to you who are as close to, quote, God, unquote, as we're able to reach in this level of presence,
yes,
we ask for you to end our suffering right now. We pray our prayer, end our suffering, and we'll even create another timeless bubble so you can have it take as long as it needs to take and still be done by the count of 10. Here's our prayer. All the time that you need. And then by the count of 10, and we'll do a slow count, for this to be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're live streaming it up. We're still here. Here we are at ground level. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Our prayers are still unanswered. So our working theory is that this dimension also has ceased to function.
Right, that's true.
It's no longer functional.
Right.
The Western medicine, quote unquote, the predominant curing modality cannot euthanize. It doesn't actually work. It doesn't work.
That's true.
And our prayers are unanswered. And so this has also become a non-functional organism. So now, friends, the challenge in front of us is to once more expand and see, what is this being that we are inside of? It may be human, it may not be.
That's true.
So let's all attempt to discern. Get longer, 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 like compass needles, just pointing to truth, truth to truth, truth above, truth below, like a compass needle, vibrating. I feel like I'm a needle vibrating almost.
That's true.
Truth above, truth below. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the needles on the truth clocks.
Yes.
It's like we have become the needles on the truth clocks, just
That's
pointing
true.
to truth.
That's
Whatever it is. I see a big eye looking down.
I also see that big eye. I keep getting, I could be wrong, I keep getting the feeling of some kind of underwater creature.
Could be. I see the water.